Shafere, welcome to the cylinders. Namhlanje siphethe my favorite brand, Alfa Romeo, and they've just dropped the Alfa Romeo Tonale hybrid, which is expected to be a bestseller yabo. Now this video is also very special to me because it's actually a year since I dropped my first video, and the video corner was actually about the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, which is being replaced by Alfa Romeo Tonale. Asibangeni. Yeah, no, ngiyayithanda le direction that Alfa is taking it, design yabo. It's actually quite distinctive, and obviously ba maintain le triangular grille level abadume ngayo. Moving on to a side or now ibonanga enough phambili ne. Best angle. Side profile ishanga curves in all the right places. So Lena is actually the base model, Lena that you get for 740, and it comes ngama 18-inch rim. Unje eyawuble mod. Oh, that's right, Italiana. As my pegala nemuva, I'm seeing a bit of Porsche Cayenne, especially glamour headlights. And the lentole is actually a good thing. I think it really wears. Ngoba vele lentole ukuthi light abe one light bar is actually a design trend right now for e-mod. Isikhalo sami nje is where are the pipes? Mara, you know what? It's hybrid, so maybe singayicolela. As in mara ngizothi ngiyabakhulumela. Where are the pipes? Ake i-special model right in between Goldilocks wakhona and the ishangama 19-inch rims. Ngithi ngiphe a close-up look of rear lights. Glad to see with the replacement of Giulietta comes standard nespoil. What do I think overall? Ngama looks, I think this car looks great. I think it's one of the best looking in its class. Mara vele ngiyangazi ngastandela Alfa. Lena i-special and it goes for around 900k. Interior corner is a big departure from what we currently see from Alfa Romeo, which is a good thing because vele it was starting to look dated. When I did a review Alfa Romeo Giulia ngakhala ngokuthi ishanga ama-speedometer kudala, but at least Lena say digital. If uzithola uhleli phakathi and then uzama ukukhumbula ukuthi le moto leni yakuphi, ngakhathazeki, Alfa's got you. They still have the Alfa logo kuma seats. Ama-seats are nice and comfortable and wide enough for nomuntu who has a bigger frame. Bathi thatha isigubhu usifake Alfeni uzobuza ubumnandi kulapha. It comes standard nge-Harman Kardon, and that is for the special model. There's yiphenye imoto eshane button ku-steering wheel, Ferrari. Pedal wakhona feel really good because they are made of metal, and enye imoto enama-pedal lasona, Ferrari. So iscreen sabo is actually a bit small by modern standards, mara bathini it's not about the size, and they use it quite well. You can find the Android Auto, things like your comfort settings to control the heated seats, and in Temnandes those things are always like lapayana at the top, so you don't have to like press into. It also has surround cameras. I couldn't turn them on lana for whatever reason. Also food, it's not the most high resolution screen corner, but gets the job done and looks modern enough. As it should be, i-aircon controller ngama-button. I-volume yakhona is controlled down here ngaleswi. Ngiyayithanda the metal detailing that they have on the dashboard. Alright, asiyemuva manje. The rear leg room and knee room is not bad, but if you are over 6 foot, not driver na over 6 foot, then ngaba nenkinga. Ama-seats akhona ayagoqeka, which makes it very practical, but I do think the opening boot could have been wider. Overall, I think this is a nice interior, and I think it buy Alfa a fighting chance. So what are my thoughts when it comes to how this car drives? Well, I think this car drives very well. The first thing also you notice is its steering wheel sakhona. It actually has a very sporty steering wheel, which is quite familiar among driver Alfa Romeo Giulia. In terms of the comfort level, that's also very good. For modern SUV, wonke ama-model from the TI to the Speciale to the Veloce are fitted nge 1.5 liter engine in 118 kilowatts and 240 newton meters, and yona ithatha 8.8 seconds ukuthi ifike ku-100. Mind you, iGiulietta leyam yakudala, the 1.4 multi-air Although the consumption is, I think, more by a liter, so it's at 6.7 instead of 5.7 liters in 125 kilowatts and about the same Newton meters. 0 to 100 Giulietta is 7.8 seconds. Progress or no progress, you decide. Although there is a plug-in hybrid, le moto lena, which is actually 4-wheel drive, and that has 280 horsepower. Maramabe si jiyisa yabona sikhuluma ngesakiti, that's 208 kilowatts, which is equivalent to Golf 7R first generation. So in terms of how this car drives, I think it drives really well, quite comfortable, and yeah, test drive it, man. It needed to charge when I got there because it wasn't getting driven. So go to the dealership, just bring your license, test drive it. You might really like it. Shall pause to get a detailed look at my specs. So overall, what do I think ngale moto? I think le moto lena is Alpha's best chance at actually finding sales success. It's priced right at 740,000 Rand and upwards. Equipment you get all of the modern features that you would expect from the SUV. It's practical enough and it also has enough space. Not to mention, it's pretty much up there as being the best driving segment there. So if you want a small SUV, I'd highly suggest go to test drive the Alpha. Now you have a chance. Till next time, away.